What is new radio? New radio is
streaming everywhere.
Listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
There are a lot of people who will say they're addicted to things. You know, it's like, I have to have a Diet Coke every morning. I'm just addicted to it. Or, I have to have, what was it, Riggins? Your mom had those Pepperidge Farm cookies, the Milano cookies.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't say she's addicted to them, but she wanted one every night.
Love that.
But the show My Strange Addiction is talking about people who really are addicted to things. And this could be one of, it's in the probably top 5 of the most insane addictions that we've ever pulled from this show. I don't know how old this is. Is this a new episode, Riggins, or just one that just resurfaced or something? Yeah. Either way, listen to what this lady is addicted. She's look about 30, 30-ish,
sure,
something like that.
If I get in a fight with my boyfriend, I want to drink nail polish.
Nail polish.
If I have a bad day at work, I drink a bottle with nail polish. If I'm sad, nail polish will get my hopes up.
Bertha's addiction began 5 years ago at a nail salon. The smell of polish became so enticing, Bertha couldn't resist the urge to taste it.
I don't know what went through my mind, but I licked the whole polish off my nail, and I liked it.
Since then, Bertha's addiction to nail polish has intensified. Now she drinks about 5 bottles every day.
There's actually different ways how I drink nail polish. Sipping it, taking a shot out of it, licking the nail polish brush.
The color makes it taste different. My favorite one is blue. Every polish that has glitter is my favorite. When I drink it, I think I'm shining through my stomach and shining on the outside.
Oh, there it is right there.
If I drink the color ones, it gets on my teeth and I have to get a Q-tip polish remover and just remove it.
Just putting nail polish
remover. Awful. But I have to take the nail polish off.
I think she's crazy. It's dangerous. Nail polish is dangerous.
Oh. Okay. Words of wisdom from Mom.
Wow. Nail polish is dangerous.
Nail polish is dangerous.
Wow.
Could you imagine the nail lady painting and then her licking it off, and the nail lady's like, stop, I don't have time for this.
I think she's probably not going to nail ladies anymore.
Yeah.
I think she's just so obsessed with it. She probably can't even go in a nail salon without wanting to eat up all of their stuff.
Just the worst smell in the world.
Like a wild animal. Now, the worst part, though, you think about going in with a Q-tip, dipping it in nail polish remover, and then putting it on your teeth and on your lips and stuff like that.
It's safe to say she's addicted to that too, because there's alcohol in that. I mean,
yeah.
But I think it said it all when she said, the glitter ones are my favorites. When I drink it, it makes me feel like I'm sparkling and shining through my stomach. Mm-hmm. So she feels like she's, not seen, as they say, and she's rejected and all of that, and this is her way of making herself feel better. Whew. But
blue is her favorite.
Yeah, she said that they taste different depending on the color. Like Skittles.
Yeah,
they're all the same flavor, but the color makes you think that it's a different one.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh my God, I love it.
This is TJ and Riggins.
if you've recently thought, dang, Lindsay's skin is looking good, your eyes are not deceiving you, it's Love Indus. Love Indus is my new skincare regimen. They have cleansers, serums, toners. You are going to love all of their products. And guess what? You get 21% off using code TJ. That's a better discount than pretty much anywhere you're going to get. So go to tjriggins.com/deals and check out my new favorite skincare line, because you're going to be glowing. Your skin's going to be tighter. You're going to look vibrant. It's an amazing product. Check it out.
Buying or selling a house can be one of the most stressful things ever, but the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can help make your life easier. They're not just salespeople, they're actually real estate and marketing experts. Look, my wife and I always use the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty because they're great. It's just that simple. Let them help you find your next dream home. Go to tjriggins.com/Temple team, tjriggins.com/Temple team, and make sure to tell them that you heard about it from me, TJ, because that makes me look good.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Well, I am, sometimes when you like someone a lot and they something exciting happens to them, I mean, you kind of feel it because you're excited for them to get to experience it and all that. After, I don't know how long it's been, probably years, Lindsay is getting to go somewhere for the weekend.
Yeah.
So is it tomorrow? Tomorrow you're going to the beach? Yeah.
Tomorrow. So every year we call it the Lamb Weekend. LAHM. Lindsay, Elise, Holly, Mayer. It's my other three friends, and we go to my parents' beach condo, and it's just for a weekend. But every year, someone is pregnant or can't come, or having the baby. So this year we're out one. Last year we were out one. The year before, out one. So now it's just us three.
It's you, Holly, and Mayer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Elise is about to give birth. She thought she could make it. She can't. So yeah, it's just relaxing. I mean, it's jumped from going out partying before kids to now we don't do anything. Yeah. We sit on the beach.
Yeah. That's that's the best thing, about a trip like that is just, sitting out there all day and relaxing and all that. And then, but the downside of it is not being alone.
Right. True.
No, I'm kidding.
But it'll be good.
But yeah, I mean, I'm so glad because you have been cooped up and not, you got cabin fever.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, how long has it been since you've had a weekend getaway like that? Probably 2 weeks, maybe.
2 weeks. And I keep telling Kyle, I need this so bad. And he's just looking at me like, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, because the one you took was a 4-day trip with no kids. It was just you and Kyle. And if that wasn't relaxing and all of that, then I don't blame you. I bet that does. Hello, I just took you for a weekend away so you could relax and all that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't count because you're not with your friends?
That's
what he's feeling. That's what he's feeling.
Of course. Because he's just looking at me like, are you crazy? I'm like, this is so much needed. Oh my God. Like,
You were just in the Bahamas too, weren't you?
Yeah. Over in April. Yeah. Well, we took the kids and stuff. This is like official girls trip.
Okay.
Yeah, to women, Riggins, nothing is enjoyable or relaxing if the kids are within 100 miles of you. So it doesn't count.
Right. We're not counting that.
It doesn't count.
Yeah.
It doesn't even count as a vacation.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
I stayed my majority of the time at the kids' splash pad in the Bahamas. So.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Sorry
I'm
for
telling
you.
I'm telling you, that's just one of the saddest stories ever.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God you're getting away for at least a couple of days.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Without kids.
I know. I am really excited though.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually only going like 48 hours. But
it's just 48 hours.
Yeah.
So that doesn't count either. That doesn't even count.
No, it's more of a job.
I'm gonna need a trip after this.
That's like a daycation is what that is.
TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening.
Let's go!
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
TJ Riggins Prime Plus members get all of the shows commercial-free, plus a segment called Extra, Extra Funny. All for the low price of $4.99 a month or $54.89 for a 12-month subscription. Sign up at the Media Center at tjriggins.com.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Today is the day. Allegedly, Jeff Bezos and his fiancée Lauren Sanchez are going to get married out there in Venice, Italy, on his 417-foot super yacht.
Now, if they had live coverage of this, you would be sitting in front of it all day, wouldn't you, Riggins?
Please. I don't care about
You
the
love
royal
it.
wedding. I don't care about Princess Kate. Who cares? I want to see Lauren Sanchez with those huge lips and that face, and Jeff Bezos looking like a gargoyle. I want to see those two in a foam party on their yacht, which they just threw.
Yes.
I want to see the celebrities sucking up to them. I think it's hysterical. The whole thing is a group of wackos, and I'm here for it. I love it.
Rich rednecks.
Rich rednecks, absolutely.
Do you
It's
think her
fantastic.
boobs are going to be out during her wedding?
Of
in her
course.
wedding?
If they're out for the inauguration, like they were, then they're definitely going to be out for the wedding.
Okay.
I want to see string bikini for the wedding ceremony. I think that's not out of the question.
With a
Honestly,
veil, the whole thing. String bikini with a veil.
white tiny bikini, absolutely. I think it's great. So I'm locked into this. I know it's gross, but
Money can't buy class, you know?
Yeah.
right.
So, which one is more interesting, their relationship, Riggins, or Belichick's relationship with his young wife
Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez, just because there's a look that goes
or
into
young
it.
girlfriend?
Yeah, I think you want to. Lauren Sanchez is interesting looking because all the stuff going on, and Jeff Bezos is interesting looking because he's so odd looking. I don't know; they're just more interesting to look at.
Yeah.
So
It's more of a freak show.
it's a freak show.
Yeah,
You know? It's an Italian freak show. This is what's happening. So if any updates come throughout the show, make sure to plug you in. Don't worry about that. TJ, I wonder if you saw this. Martin Kove from Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Had a run-in at one of these like Comic-Cons out in Los Angeles, I believe. He allegedly bit his co-star from Cobra Kai, the Netflix series.
Yeah, and said it bruised her and broke the skin, but she's not pressing charges on him.
She decided not to press charges on him. She said she was walking by his booth. He's there signing autographs and taking pictures. And he just like reaches out, grabs her arm in front of her husband and bites down on it so hard that, police said it was a noticeable black and blue bruise on her arm.
But was he just trying to be funny or something?
That's what he said. I was just, it was lighthearted. I was trying to be funny. But biting somebody is a joke?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Now, I never saw a lot of the karate. He was in Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3. He was the villain, right?
Yeah.
And now he's in the Cobra Kai series. But, he's a legendary character in some of these films. So,
He's acting like a toddler. You know how they go through the biting phase?
when was the last time you bit somebody as an adult? Have you ever?
No. No, I haven't.
I haven't either.
Well, I don't want to put their gross skin in my mouth.
I know.
I mean, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. It was kind of a weird story out there in the news today. And then today's National Catfish Day. National Catfish Day. A lot of people arguing the benefits or the is it worth eating catfish? A lot of people call it a trash fish.
It is. Both. It is a trash fish and it's worth eating.
And it's worth
They're
eating.
scavengers, basically.
Yeah. What's the best way to eat catfish, TJ? You would know.
Fried.
Fried catfish.
In Louisiana, we'll do catfish fingers, like chicken fingers, but catfish fingers, and then make po' boys out of that. And all. It's fantastic.
You love it.
It's my favorite.
So happy National Catfish Day to all those who celebrate. Lindsay has already claimed that her summer is out of control, but there's a new trend that may fix everything for her. I'll tell you about it next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. A TJ Riggins Prime button to get to invitations, links, and all the great Prime Plus exclusive content. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Fourth of July just might be the perfect holiday. Summer weather, pool parties, grilling on the barbecue, and fireworks. It's just fantastic. And what's going to make it even more perfect this year, some Omaha steaks and juicy burgers on that grill.
Oh my gosh, seriously. And with their 4th of July sale, you can get 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Not to mention, our listeners get an additional $45 off with promo code TJR at checkout.
And seriously, you do need to take advantage of this offer because if you're like I am, then you're sitting around just dreaming of a butter-basted steak or even a green chili cheeseburger while I'm relaxing by the pool this 4th of July?
Well, stock up now. Get fired up for the 4th with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during their 4th of July sale. And for an extra $45 off, use promo code TJR at checkout. That's 50% off at omahasteaks.com and an extra $45 off with promo code TJR at checkout. See site for details.
Minimum purchase may apply. See site for details. And thank you so much to Omaha Steaks for being our partners.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
It was the first day of summer, I think last Friday, and I said, oh, happy first day of summer. And Lindsay goes, ugh. I said, what's wrong? And she goes, it feels like summer's never going to end, even though it just started. I said, what does that mean? She goes, my summer is already just, it's kids stuff. It's crazy. I'm booked with these kids and doing all these things. Like she was already over summer on the first day.
Yeah. Well, my summer started mid-May when they got out of school.
Yeah, I understand that. When the kids are out of school, things definitely turn up for parents, especially moms. But there's a trend that is taking off on the internet, and it's all the term has been coined feral kid summer. Now, here's what this woman says. She said it's summer break, and I just let my kids kind of do what they want, unless we have plans to go somewhere. If we're home all day, I'll let them destroy the house, go in and out, spray the water hose, get out every single toy. I don't care. I just do my own thing, and I'm largely uninvolved unless they need something. Around 4 or 5 p.m., we start to clean up everything, and then we have a more relaxed evening. But during the day, I just don't really care. They can throw out the Legos. I'll go lay in my bed. They want to build a fort with the couch cushions? God bless you. I'm going to go hang out. My house is a wreck right now, but whatever. Does any other parent feel this way? Feral kid summer. Instead of booking them for summer camps and sports, just let them go crazy because it's summer.
Yeah.
I actually think that makes a lot of sense.
I like it.
That's the way things were when I was growing up.
Yeah.
But I mean, we obviously had, we had baseball. I had baseball. I had to go to practice and games. But other than that, I mean, it's, I want to go swimming today. Mama, can I go swim? Because my mom was a teacher, so she was out at the same time. And so, if there was a recreation center where you could go and swim all day, or if you had a friend that had a pool, things like that, or just hang out, with the guys in the neighborhood, ride my motorcycle, do whatever. But it wasn't a plan. And I always thought that was more because it was a small town. There wasn't a lot of activities to be doing, and God forbid, nobody ever called it a play date back then.
A play,
Right.
right.
That's too gay sounding.
Yeah, play date.
I'm kidding.
But this seems to be like more of a reaction to the fact that parents have such a structured setup for their kids every summer. This is like sort of the correcting of the trend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like it because it's cheaper.
And it's probably a lot cheaper. You're not booking your kids in all these different things.
My neighbor has her kids in some camp every week, and it's like $1,000 a week. It's insane.
Yeah.
$1,000 a week for camp.
Yeah.
But they said type A moms are probably breaking out in hives just reading this kind of thing. My sister-in-law being one of them. She's a type A personality.
Mm-hmm.
They've got stuff booked every day of the summer.
Yeah.
They've got their own social calendar. The kids. So I think this is, calling it feral kid summer or whatever it's a little dramatic, but yeah, it is a reaction to just overbooking your kids in the summer.
Yeah. I mean, you could, instead of calling it feral kid summer, you could call it lazy mom summer.
Yeah.
See how that goes over.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm kidding. I actually agree with a lot of this. I just don't like the dramatic presentation of it. But yeah, you just let your kids do what they're doing unless you got something planned for them, and then go. Who cares?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to point out the fact that she called it a water hose.
Instead of what?
A hose.
Oh, yeah.
A water hose.
Water hose.
A water hose.
A water hose.
Mm-hmm.
So she's letting her kids go nuts. I think it's fun.
Sure.
Happy summer.
Yeah, especially if she's attractive. Who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares?
All right, let's go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Subscribe to all the shows at tjriggins.com and never miss the latest episodes. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins.
The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Oh, everybody's talking about the heat dome. The heat dome. So hot. And most of the time, I think people are being dramatic about that. But our radio family members in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, they're feeling the real deal. There was a video that went viral yesterday from Cape Girardeau that shows the road buckling from the heat, and it caused a car to go airborne.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Didn't know that could happen.
Yeah, and the car couldn't slow down because it happened just as the car was driving over that part of the road. It buckled and boom. I have never seen the heat make a concrete buckle.
No.
Before, but that was scary looking. But there is one group of people that is complaining, and they want people to leave them alone. Those are the people who wear hoodies even in the summer. They get tired of hearing people ask them, "Aren't you hot?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you only wear yours in here, right, Riggins?
Yeah.
Because of the air conditioning being too high or too low or whatever it's called in here. And you're a woman, but whatever. And so they had people give their response to why are you wearing a hoodie in 90-something degree weather. I always wear it. It's like a security blanket thing is one of the answers. I'm trying to hide my boobs.
Oh.
But that was a guy. I don't want to get bitten by bugs, especially mosquitoes. Everybody's blasting so much AC that it makes me cold. My inner thermostat is broken, and I'm literally always cold.
Dramatic much?
This one is I want to walk the dog and not have to put on a bra.
Okay.
But that's a woman that said that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Because my hoodies look awesome, somebody said. I'm trying to, I don't know. Why do people wear shorts in 30-degree weather? Well, that's not an answer.
It's not an answer, but same thing.
Yeah.
It's still.
But then people say to them, "Aren't you cold?"
Yeah.
Aren't you cold? But I can't. It's because I'm so hot-natured. And I was hot-natured before I contracted obesity as well. I always have to point that out. Because, when a person who has suffered a bout of obesity says it's hot, I'm hot, then everybody automatically assumes, because you're fat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Lose some weight.
But I was like that. Same with snoring. I snored when before I caught obesity as well. But I can't imagine walking around in a hoodie in this weather. It's just.
Never.
My son does.
He does?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he didn't get your hot natured.
No, the girl one did. Yeah. So boy is cold like his mama.
Wow.
She's freezing.
Yeah. But he does. There's no way he's wearing it because he's chilly in the summer. He's got to be wearing it because he just likes the way it looks or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says that they keep it cold in little friend Jenny's gym where he works.
Well, yeah, I hope so.
Well, then that means he's not moving around enough. He needs to get to work. Get moving.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Watch the TJ and Riggins Show with new Carolina-specific content, deals, and more. Available to check out every weekday. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
So by now, you've probably heard me talk about Mandu Charlotte, and ooh, it's my latest obsession. I love it, and it's only 15 minutes out of your day, and it feels like and looks like you've been in the gym for hours. What it is, they put electromuscle stimulation vests on you. You do little workout, 15-minute simple moves, but the vest stimulates your muscles, and I'm telling you, tones, lengthens, strengthens. You're going to look better. You're going to feel better. You're going to achieve those weight loss goals. Check out Mandu Charlotte, and your first one is free. Go to tjriggins.com/fitness.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
I don't think I've told y'all about this, something that's different about that, doing that night show that I do on the news talk station, WBT, than doing the morning show for all these years that we've done. When I get a caller that wants to go on the air and comment about something, I have to ask the phone screener every time, is he drunk?
No way.
That's hilarious because it's nighttime. I mean, my show starts at 7, so if somebody gets off at 5, they've had 2 hours to be knocking them back already. And then in the 8 o'clock hour, the chances are even higher.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I get the urge because I had some beers on a couple Friday nights ago, and I was like, I'm going to call in. There's something about getting some booze in you. You're like, I want to call a radio show.
But you were listening one night when there was a drunk guy on there, and he just kept rambling on, and and I didn't want to be rude to him, but I needed to be. You know, I should have been rude to him in order to be nice to the rest of the audience, get him off the air.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But it's just something I don't even think about because I haven't dealt with that in 30 years.
Yeah.
So what good is the phone screener? Like, do they approve who gets on, or they just take the name?
No, they listen to what the person wants to say, and then they'll put them on hold, and then ask me if I want to take the call, or if I'm moving on to something else, or if they're things like that.
So they don't know if they're drunk, I guess.
They're going through them so fast. They have to go back whenever I ask, are they drunk, and then talk to him a little bit more and see. He doesn't sound drunk. I don't know. It's kind of iffy. One guy got on the air one night and said, TJ, I am not drunk. Yeah. I'm headed that way, but I'm not there yet. So I just want to say this about that.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Oh my gosh.
That loudmouth soup.
Oh,
you get a little taste. I get really chatty when I start having cocktails too, so I get it. Mm-hmm. But some people just don't know when to stop. They just keep going on.
So one night there was a very simple question I had asked, and I go to the phone, and the guy goes, all right, well, I love your show. I listened to you and Ace for years. I'm glad you're on WBT, and this is great. And da-da-da-da. And I said, okay. And then I hit with whatever the question was. What do you think about that? What do you want to say about that? And he goes, well, first of all, let me give you a little background about me.
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, God, we're in for a ride now. Whoo.
No.
Yeah.
We don't need your background, dude.
Well, hang on, TJ. I got some things I want to say.
He was one step away from, I've had a bone to pick with you for 25 years. Finally got a chance to talk to you.
Oh, dear.
But I love them. I'm appreciative of them. I'm just saying it's a different world when it comes to taking phone calls at after work hours.
Yeah. Only a couple of drunk callers in the morning.
I didn't even think about that, though. That wouldn't have even crossed my mind, but that's...
Well, it didn't to me really either until I ended up accidentally having a drunk person on the air that just kept on and on and on.
My God.
I was like, you know what? And they can't hear you really when you're saying, it's kind of like when you're talking to your mom, you say, okay, well, I got to go. All right, well, one more thing. I want to ask you something real quick. And then it's like 20 minutes later.
Oh, no. It's a lot of mom phone calls. Yeah. Oh, no. The worst.
Yeah, no offense to your mom who's listening.
Oh, sorry, Carol.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
The TJ and Riggins Show is new at 7 a.m. Eastern each weekday morning and available most anywhere you watch or listen to shows. YouTube, podcast platforms, streaming and radio station sites are all now at our media center at tjriggins.com. It works just like an app, easy to navigate, and you'll get everything right there on one page. All the podcasts, all the videos, all the great deals you can take advantage of as a member of the radio family. The TJ and Riggins Show is right there in your hand. Learn how to add it to your phone's home screen at tjriggins.com/ad.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Brad Pitt was on the Dax Shepard podcast, and Dax Shepard's new face, and was talking about how he battled alcoholism and went into AA and said it was a life-changing experience, and he's happy to be sober. And he said he really got into a situation where they got pretty ugly, And I think he's referring to that time he was on the plane with Angelina and the kids, and Brad Pitt allegedly got into some sort of physical altercation with his son.
Maddox.
Is that Maddox?
I think so, yeah.
Paxton Maddox, I know, or some of the kids.
You know how I remember that?
How?
Greg Maddox, that pitched for the Braves, one of the most masterful pitchers of all time.
Yeah. In the Cubs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that didn't count.
It didn't count. So yeah, he talked about how great the experience of being in AA was, and he said there was a lot of humor in it too.
Yeah.
They were cracking jokes over there, so he was really grateful to the whole program itself.
Yeah, they talk a lot about that from what I understand or what I've heard on that podcast, because Dax was the same way. He's been in the middle of all that.
Is that right?
Addiction and stuff, I think.
Yeah.
So had Jason Bateman, I believe. Really? So their podcast that they have talks a lot about that. Him and Sean Hayes and Will Arnett.
Oh, really? Okay, that's very interesting to know.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just a bunch of. It's basically an AA meeting.
It sounds like an AA
of celebrities.
Are you interested in seeing this new Brad Pitt movie F1? He plays the race car driver.
I guess, but one thing I'm not looking forward to is that my wife just discovered that Brad Pitt's good looking.
Yeah,
like
right.
She never thought he was when he was younger, and she said, but the way he's aged, he's really gotten. And so I don't want to sit and hear her and little friend Jenny just girl. Yeah, I don't want to hear all that. I'll call the management on them at the theater and have them thrown out for talking.
Got some perverts in here. Yeah, that was the craziest part to me. She never thought Brad Pitt was attractive until he was in this movie. He's like in his 60s now. It's like, you didn't think he was attractive? Brad Pitt?
That's the way
Come on.
is, yeah.
It's so funny. So yeah, his movie F1 is out this summer. So he's out there promoting it. Red Lobster trying to stay relevant by introducing seafood boils, which are super popular on TikTok and Instagram. Yeah. You know, the seafood boil, and it comes in the plastic bag. Everybody's doing that. So Red Lobster has like a 30-year-old CEO, and he's plugged into all the social trends. So they're trying this out, and they think it's going to be a total hit this summer.
Oh, good. Hope it is. Good for them. Good for them.
Yeah, they're trying to turn the corner.
Red Lobster. You always love food that comes with a fest, you know.
True.
Yeah.
Lobster Fest, Shrimp Fest. And then today is National Leon Day. National Leon Day. I think they're listening to this show because do you know why we celebrate National Leon Day?
Because it's halfway to Christmas.
It's halfway to Christmas, and it's Noel spelled backwards, which TJ has always said.
Oh, yeah.
You turn it upside down and say Leon.
That's right.
Noel said Leon.
It's hard to believe. 6 months away from Christmas, halfway there. And today is National Leon Day. So you got to get your shopping started now, I guess, is the lesson.
Yeah, it won't be long till you're out there putting baby Jesus in the activity scene.
That's right. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Lindsay's got a special day today. It's an important day, and I need everybody to know about this. So I'm going to share some details coming up next.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
The TJ and Riggins Show is available to stream every weekday around 7 a.m. Eastern at tjriggins.com. Stream on your phone, on your iPad, in your car, on your laptop at work, or from your smart home devices. And if you can't listen live, that's not a problem. Listen later as a podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon Music, or at tjriggins.com. The Week in Review, Group Therapy, Extra Funny Podcast, the TJ and Jody's House Podcast. So many great things to listen to every day of the week. Listen live or listen later at tjriggins.com. It's easier than ever to enjoy the show. tjriggins.com.
Hey, it's TJ, and the people at Cozy Earth are thrilled with all the people who have bought that bubble cuddle blanket that I've been promoting. And as you know, I get a special discount for you, the highest discount that any influencer gets, which is 41% off when you use the code TJ at checkout. People are also loving the bamboo bedding and pajamas. A lot of celebrities like those, but that doesn't matter. I like them. I'm the only celebrity you need to worry about. Go to tjriggins.com/deals. Use the code TJ at checkout for that big 41% discount on everything at Cozy Earth.
The TJ Riggins 24/7 Carolina stream is available in the Media Center at tjriggins.com. Sponsored by R. Gregory Jewelers in Statesville. Go to tjriggins.com/diamond. At R. Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
There's a 10-year-old on the internet that's causing all kinds of drama. But first, Lindsay's got a big night tonight. Lindsay's doing her live show, Lindsay Look, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern.
And we are interviewing the owner of Love Indus, the skincare line that I am obsessed with. We're interviewing her tonight. I'm so excited.
Yeah, Lindsay discovered this skincare line. That's all she talks about, pretty much.
Now, the name of the place came by the lady looking at the bottle of stuff after she created it and said, "You know what? I love what's in this."
Oh my God, that is so good.
Mm-hmm. I love what's in this. And then they just shortened it.
It's perfect. It's actually
I got to tell her that. I got to tell her you said that. That's genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is tonight. It's live streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's not really an interview. We're actually going to be doing all of the skincare products on our faces. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
Tune in for that.
Sounds like it.
Love that. So that is tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern on Facebook and YouTube. It's at TJ Riggins Show if you want to check that out. Lindsay on with the founder of Love Indus. Very exciting stuff. But there's a 10-year-old that's causing a lot of drama on the internet, and it's basically about her beauty obsession. So this is kind of related. She apparently, 10 years old, she has $2,000 worth of skincare and beauty products that she uses every single day.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wow.
She's got a 9-step skincare routine every morning that includes like face wash and moisturizers and things like that. And that doesn't include makeup. And now people are questioning, she says, I'm a Sephora girl. She spends like all this money in Sephora. Now, it's her parents' money. 10-year-old doesn't have a lot of money.
Well, she keeps going viral with stuff, she will.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You get that internet money.
Right.
I was going to say, does her skin look good? But of course it looks good. She's 10.
Exactly.
I mean,
that's what you always know. You're like, oh, you have such nice skin. It's like, yeah, well, they're 20. Yeah. Of course they do.
Yeah.
Well, how much makeup is a 10-year-old wearing anyway?
Apparently quite a bit.
It's scary.
Yeah, what's the rule on that usually, Lindsay? How old are girls when they start wearing makeup?
Well, it's not 10, I don't think. I was maybe 13, 14 when I first started, like a little bit.
Yeah. Wow.
Not $2,000 worth.
Here's what she puts on for makeup: tinted sunscreen, concealer, a bronzing stick, blush, eyebrow gel, clear mascara, highlighter, eyeshadow, lip liner, lip gloss.
No, your lip liner?
That's what it says.
I can't.
And is that good for a child's skin? Is all of that? Because it's a different type of skin, obviously.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's actually more damaging because it's harsh products.
Yeah, ask that lady about it tonight. Well, of course, if a 10-year-old's going to buy thousands of dollars worth of her products, she probably would say, no, it's great.
I encourage it.
True.
Yeah. So, that would be interesting to find out, what she recommends. But this is, I just thought this was odd. 10 years old and you're so, but I mean, every kid's got a hobby. Is this any different than being obsessed with, I don't know, swimming in the pool?
Yeah.
It is?
Different, yeah.
And the difference is she should find an adult or an older person to try the makeup on, not herself. I mean, if she's into doing it, that's cool. But
like being a makeup artist for somebody else. Okay.
Like a cosmetologist, and to figure that out, but not on yourself. You're 10.
Yeah. And it's promoting vanity and narcissism.
Really?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
But what do I know?
More TJ and Riggins coming up. Get the latest extra funny episode at tjriggins.com, all major podcast platforms, and on YouTube. Thank you for joining us.
In 3, 2, 1.
This is TJ and Riggins. What is new radio? New radio is
streaming everywhere.
Listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Righto. We have a video clip that has gone viral, and Riggins says this is the new road rage, the new reaction to road rage. It is someone in a car with their window down, videoing the person next to them in the car with her window down, and they've just had a little bit of a mishap in traffic. And this is just a very short clip, so listen.
I'm calling Trump on you, you illegal.
I'm calling Trump on you, you illegal blank, 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 blank.
Awful. I'm calling Trump.
Yeah. 911, what's your emergency? Put me through to Trump.
Yeah, how do you get in touch with him?
I mean, does
call?
that scare the person that they're telling? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm calling Trump.
I'm going to start saying that all the time, though, about anything.
Yeah.
Oh, you better stop talking to me like that. I'm going to call Trump on you.
Calling Trump. Yeah.
Have you ever been in a road rage incident? Like where somebody's rolled their window down and screaming at you like that? Yeah, me neither.
No.
Never.
Because if I make a mistake in traffic, I'll try some way to get the signal to them that I apologize.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Right.
I kind of wish that I had a sign, what do you call it, a crawler.
Yeah.
Or something like that on my back windshield that I could just hit the button and go, sorry about that.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
But I also think it's ridiculous if, somebody makes a mistake in front of me and I can stop in plenty of time or whatever, then just lay down on the horn. I've always told y'all that. It's just like, okay, you're supposed to use the horn if you're alerting somebody because you're about to hit them or they need to do something different. But you stopped. They pulled out in front of you, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then nobody's hurt. You had plenty of time to stop.
Right.
Why are you going to lay down on your horn?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to be careful these days with road rage. People are crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. But I mean, it's always been, road rage has always been crazy people like that.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
guess you just hear about it more now. But
Yeah, because it shows up on the internets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In L.A. back in the 80s is when they started just shooting people on the freeways and stuff.
Oof.
Uh-huh. That's one of the reasons why my dad didn't want me going out there. He said, you're going to get killed on the freeway.
People dying out there.
Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind. I'll duck.
TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening.
Let's go!
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. It's now easier than ever at the homepage. TJRiggins.com. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Okay, everyone, here's a little PSA for you. R. Gregory Jewelers, downtown Statesville, Father's Day is just 2 weeks away. And they're the place you need to go. Because at R. Gregory Jewelers, they not only have women's jewelry, but they have men's pocket knives, they have men's jewelry, they have cool watches. Anything you need, they got you covered. So go to R. Gregory Jewelers in downtown Statesville. And even if your man is like, you know what, don't give me anything, no. He needs something, he wants something, he deserves something. So go to R. Gregory Jewelers, downtown Statesville.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Riggins, I thought about you when I saw this story because it's all about how to stay hydrated and all of that in the extreme heat that we're experiencing. And it lists, gives a breakdown of the best drink that you should have to stay cool and keep from dehydrating. And I thought, well, if this is the case, then Riggins is just going to dehydrate.
Yeah, what am I supposed to drink when it gets hot? I don't know.
Milk.
Come on, shut up.
No. According to this doctor, she says that the milk is the perfect drink for hot weather. It's 87% water, but takes longer to digest because of the sugar, protein, and fat. So it keeps you hydrated longer than water does. It's also got sodium to help your body hold on to the water. And, she says it's packed with electrolytes.
Ew. But then you got to drink a bunch of milk when it's hot outside. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't want to drink milk in the perfect weather, let alone when it's 100 degrees outside.
So gross.
So, yeah, Riggins, I think, didn't you say a lot of millennials are like they don't drink milk at all?
I didn't know that, but I found once I said my opinion about drinking milk, and that's kind of weird. A lot of people are messing with it. Go, oh, I totally agree. I went on a date with a guy, and he ordered milk, and it freaked me out.
Well,
that is weird, isn't it?
On a date, it's weird.
Why? Why is it weird?
Because I don't think you have to completely swear off milk to not want to drink it with a meal. You know, there are certain times when milk is good as a drink, like when you're eating brownies or something like that.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, but drinking it for a meal, like that's your meal, no. I've never said that was good.
It's weird.
Yeah.
That's Kyle and his whole family. It is so weird. Spaghetti, pizza, tacos. I don't know. You name it.
Tacos and milk? Oh my God.
Yes.
It's the newest breakfast craze.
Kill me.
Tacos and milk cereal.
I'm going to throw up. That's
psychopath behavior.
It is. It is so gross.
Well, that's all we had with meals at school. The school lunch program.
I guess
that was it. You had
Good point.
Milk and chocolate milk.
And you always got a white milk, not a chocolate milk?
No, I got chocolate.
Yeah, me too. I would have gotten chocolate milk.
I did too. And my mom would be like, don't get that chocolate milk today. I'd be like, okay, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, because how much milk was it? Like 2 teaspoons in that little carton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to make you fat.
TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening.
Let's go!
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
When you subscribe to the show, you get all of our shows right when you open up your podcast apps, YouTube app, or social media. Learn more at tjriggins.com/subscribe.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
18 million views on this viral video that's blown up this week. I just want you to take a look. It's only 6 seconds. A woman is sitting in her car in the passenger seat, and a guy with her feet out the window, and a guy on a bicycle rides by and licks her foot. It's a drive-by foot licking. 18 million people have viewed this short 6-second video, and now people are calling for the guy to be arrested.
Wow.
That's assault. You can't do that.
Yeah, I think it's staged.
You think?
Yeah.
Isn't that disturbing, though? If that is real, how awful.
Yeah, somebody sitting in a parking lot with their feet hanging out of a window.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awful. And then he licks it.
And then he licks it right on the top of the foot.
Both behaviors are terrible.
Both disgusting. Both awful. But that's an arrestable offense, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You can't just go around licking people's feet without
No, I don't
their
think
permission.
I don't think you can.
No.
You're nasty.
Even if they're putting it out the window.
Even if they're putting it, yeah.
She put it out.
She put it out the window.
Yeah.
What was I supposed to do? I was trying to ride by.
My tongue just happened to be out. Oh, it's so disturbing.
Your Honor,
Gross.
it was basically an oopsie.
You never made a mistake.
I thought she was putting it out there for me, just being neighborly.
It was making my stomach hurt. Ugh, so gross. Season 4 of The Bear is now out on Hulu. All 10 episodes are available.
Well, that was fast.
Did they just do season 3?
I thought so, yeah.
I don't watch the show, but I know people that love The Bear are obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So-
I liked the first 2 seasons, and then I started the 3rd season, and I was just like, my nerves can't take it. It's just too much. They try to get too artsy with it and too hip for the room. And
Really?
There's a lot of yelling and chaos and all that.
Okay.
Just for my taste, it got to be a little much. Now, I know it's a good show. It is.
Yeah, people love it.
Yeah.
It's starring Jeremy Allen White, who women find very attractive, and guys go, I don't get it.
Yeah. Women don't really.
You don't think so?
No.
They put him in, he was either like a Calvin Klein model or named Sexiest Man Alive, and I remember there was a lot of discussion about, like, oh my gosh, I just never saw that. But a lot of women seem to like it, but you say that's
They're
not
lying.
true.
They
think they're lying.
Yeah.
Maybe they like his personality.
No, not that
No?
great of a personality, no.
No? Okay.
Why would they be lying?
Just because they want to gain moral authority to say most people wouldn't think he's handsome, but I do.
I got you.
I'm better than those materialistic and just shallow people. See him for his money and think he's ugly.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
The TJ and Riggins Show is available to stream every weekday around 7 a.m. Eastern at tjriggins.com. Stream on your phone, on your iPad, in your car, on your laptop at work, or from your smart home devices. And if you can't listen live, that's not a problem. Listen later as a podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon Music, or at tjriggins.com. The Week in Review, Group Therapy, Extra Funny Podcast, the TJ and Jody's House Podcast. So many great things to listen to every day of the week. Listen live or listen later at tjriggins.com. It's easier than ever to enjoy the show. tjriggins.com.
Our friends at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress are having a huge Independence Day sale. Big savings all over the place, like 15% off avocado mattresses, 15% off Boom Day bedroom furniture. You can also save $500 on the best-selling Breeze Tempur-Pedic mattresses and so much more. Don't miss the big Independence Day sale going on at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Check them out at tjriggins.com/mattress. Sweet Dreams. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
A fierce debate has broken out on the internet, and I want to know where the parents on the show stand in this debate. We'll find out. But first, the show is sponsored by R. Gregory Jewelers. They just had this massive sale on Saturday. Great people. They love diamonds. They've been open since 1981, family-owned and operated, downtown Statesville, North Carolina. Go visit them in person or online at rgregorykjewelers.com. Lindsay loves going over there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love it. It's like the highlight of my year.
Every time we mention it, she's always like winking at the camera and trying to like pass hints along to her husband, like, "Oh, I need something."
Well, her husband or anybody else that might want to buy her something from there.
It's true.
Thank you. Yes. DM me if you're interested.
Lindsay, I'd love to buy you some jewelry. I don't know you, but I'd love to do that for you. That'd be amazing. So rgregoryjewelers.com or go visit them in person, downtown Statesville, North Carolina. A woman says she's in the bathroom, the women's restroom, obviously. Here's what she hears as she's washing her hands. "Man coming in. I have to come in with my daughter. Sorry." And she says, "I thanked him for announcing himself and returned to washing my hands as he quickly went to the closest stall available. A woman next to me at the sink gave a disapproving look to me in the mirror." And I was thinking, you do what you got to do, Dad. Now the debate has opened up on the internet. When you're a parent and you're bringing in a child of the opposite sex, which bathroom do you go into?
It depends on how old the child is.
This is a I believe she said 6. So it's a young, a child.
Yeah.
Young child.
Mm-hmm.
Dad goes into the women's restroom with a 6-year-old girl. What do you think? She said that, honestly, I don't think there's any wrong answers in this. Just curious to see where you stand.
Kyle takes Delilah in the men's, I think, but he makes sure there's no one in there.
Yeah. I've been in the men's room and heard dads walking in with their little girls and saying, "Okay, cover your eyes, okay," and then get in a stall and say, "Okay, it's okay."
Yeah.
Yeah.
She pointed that out. She said, "I think it's more awkward for the dad to bring the girl into the men's room because there's urinals there and there's guys standing at the wall." So it's
all awkward. It's all awkward, right?
It is all awkward. I guess that's sort of where the debate comes in, is like people are discussing the pros and cons of either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the right answer is dads never need to be anywhere in public with their daughters unless the mom's there.
Is that what it is?
I'm kidding.
Hot take.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, where were you bringing your daughter in? Did you ever take her into the bathroom?
Yeah, but she was way little. Not when she got up that old, no.
Yeah, well, she's 25 now, but you're still doing it.
Well, she goes to the men's room anyway.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Where are these huge discounts on great products? The deals page at tjriggins.com.
Check it out.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Yeah.